They blocked my driveway with their construction project, so I blocked their only way out of the neighborhood. I came home from my doctor's appointment to find a mountain of gravel and construction equipment completely sealing off my driveway. Orange cones lined the street and a work crew was pouring fresh concrete for what looked like a fancy new sidewalk extension. Taped to my mailbox was a cheerful HOA memo. Neighborhood improvement project in progress. Temporary access restrictions may apply. Estimated completion 2 to 3 weeks. Thank you for your patience. Patience? I couldn't even get into my own driveway. My car sat stranded on the street while their pet project turned my property into a construction zone. When I approached the foreman, he just shrugged. Talk to the HOA. I just pour what they pay for. I called Derek, the HOA vice president, immediately. His tone was dismissive from the start. It's temporary. Park on the street for a few weeks. Small sacrifice for neighborhood beautification. When I pointed out they were blocking private property access, he laughed. Relax, we'll have you back to normal before you know it. Besides, this is going to boost everyone's property values, including yours. That evening, I walked the construction site and noticed something these amateur urban planners had completely missed. Their beautiful new sidewalk project was being built across the only storm drain that serviced their entire cul-de-sac. And that storm drain, it emptied into a culvert that ran directly under my backyard. I grabbed my father's old engineering surveys and confirmed what I suspected. The drainage easement required HOA approval for any construction within 50 feet of the main line. They had never asked. They had never even checked. The next morning, I called the county engineering department. Within hours, an inspector arrived, reviewed the plans, and issued an immediate stop work order. But I wasn't done yet. I hired my own crew that same afternoon. If they wanted to play with concrete, we'd play with concrete. By evening, we had poured a solid concrete barrier right across the storm drain inlet on my property. Legal, permitted, and completely within my rights. The next time it rained, their entire neighborhood turned into a lake. Water pooled in their street, flooded their garages, and seeped into their pristine basements. Their fancy cars sat axle deep in murky water, while residents waded through their own driveways in rubber boots. Derek came splashing up to my front door in his soggy designer shoes, panic written across his face. "You have to remove that barrier. The whole neighborhood is underwater." I sipped my coffee from my nice dry porch. I'd love to help, but my driveway's still blocked. Can't get equipment back there until I have access to my own property. He threatened county intervention, legal action, anything to make me budge. But the county inspector had already approved my drainage modification as a legal property improvement by day 3 with water damage mounting. And insurance companies asking tough questions, the HOA board called an emergency meeting in the local library since their clubhouse was flooded. They offered to clear my driveway immediately and pay for any inconvenience. I declined. Instead, I wanted full restitution, $15,000 for property damage, disruption, and the hassle of dealing with their amateur hour construction project. They signed the check that same afternoon. Only then did I remove the concrete barrier and watch their neighborhood slowly drain back to normal. But I kept the receipts and the permit just in case they forgot who controlled the flow of things around here. Now my driveway stays clear, and every time it rains, they remember the lesson.